Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why she will eventually want you. Be aware, semen retention. She will eventually want you when you go on retention. Usually, maybe this has happened to you where you wanted a girl at first. She probably wasn't reciprocating it, and things just never happened. But eventually, when you forgot about her, you worked on yourself and you became a better version of yourself and you just didn't care anymore. She kind of dwindled back. She wanted to maybe be with you. And this usually is the case. This is how attraction works. The moment you stop caring, the more likely she's willing to chase you instead of the other way around. This is just what it happens. The bottom line is you might not care more than her. If she cares more than you, then you're probably a little bit better off. If you care more than her, you probably won't be as better off. This is just the bottom line. This is just the case. This is the crazy game that we all play. The push and pull factor. In order for her to really get attracted to you, you have to give her this type of push and pull where at some point you're giving good rapport, giving her a lot of your attention, and then maybe at some point you're not giving as much attention anymore and you couldn't care less. This is the push and pull factor. Guys think attraction happens when you're with her, and eventually it actually isn't. That isn't the case. Attraction happens when she's thinking about you, and how you interacted with her when she was there. This is how it's more likely to happen. Attraction happens. It's the same thing for guys. Guys fall in love with the girl with the thought of the girl, the thought of being with the girl, the thought of having a relationship with the girl, all the things, the thought of how she makes you feel, and blah blah blah. This has also happened to me. It's the thought of it. The thought of something is actually a little bit more intoxicating than actually being with that thing. That's why when you want something and you finally get it, you may not want it as much. It was the thrill of it. The thrill of it was was what made you so eager to get it. And you have to look at this in every scenario. When you actually get the thing, it might not be as good as thinking about getting the thing. This happens with attraction with women and everything. You thinking of being with her, how maybe your dates will go, how things will happen when you're with her, it might be a little bit more intoxicating and better than you actually with her. You might think she's the greatest thing ever, but when you're actually with her, she might be bland, and you just didn't think it was that great. So the bottom line is, she's gonna want you when you're not focused on her as much, when you're focused on your purpose, when you're being busy, when you're doing all the things that you can be doing to get a better life for yourself. And it's a battle of, like I said, it's a battle push and pull. The more she wants you, the less you want her, and the more she wants you, she's more willing to chase you. The more you want her and she doesn't want you as much, you're willing to chase her, and it's probably not going to work as much. Like I said, her interest level has to be more, pretty much, than you wanting her, because it's just easier that way. Let it be known that, relationships can happen when the guy wants her more than she wants him, but it's just more likely maybe to stick around when the relationship is on her terms and she dictates how it can go. It just might be a little bit more productive that way, because when guys want it but she doesn't want it, it's just harder. But when she wants it and you don't want it much, it still might happen. It's like, if an example is, if someone wants to play your Xbox, but it's your Xbox, it's on your terms. You can dictate whether when people play with it or not. But if you want to play someone else's Xbox, you have to dictate, or they have to dictate when you can play with it. And this is just how you have to look at things. If you own something, you can make your own rules. If you don't own something, then you have to play by the person who owns it, if that makes sense. So, I mean, with all this being said, self-improvement is a man's superpower. Once a man self-improves, and I don't mean little self-improvement, I mean hardcore self-improvement. 24/7, you're just getting after it. You have no, you're super busy, you're super productive, you're super happy, you're just very ambitious and doing a lot of things in your life to improve it in all aspects of it. Eventually people are going to catch on. Eventually people, even men and women alike, they're going to catch on to this new improved version of you, and they want to be a part of it. People like progress, people like improvement, people like aesthetically pleasing things, people like building things, people like big things that have been built over a period of time. This is pleasing to men and women alike. So you have to be the builder. You have to build something in your life. Build anything. Build something that you're passionate about. Build your music, build your physique, build your business, build something. Once you start building something, like I said, people will start catching on to this amazing thing that you have, and now you're more likely to attract people because of it. This is the bottom line. The worst thing is when a guy wants a girl, he's doing all the pursuit. He's doing all of the pursuit. She's not doing any pursuit back, and it's just dry. It's not going to go anywhere. There has to be a balance. There has to be more likely she has to be doing more in her power to be with you than the other way around. This is just the way it is. This is just how things may flourish. This is just the bottom line. And the way you can do this, the way you can let people do this is for you to build something great, build something monumental, build something that's giving, build something that people can't get enough of. This is the easiest way to do it. This is the easiest way to do it for people to get attracted to maybe your life in general. So self-improvement, like I said, is the man's superpower. Self-improvement plus understanding female nature is your superpower. If you can self-improve, if you can become the catch, and you can also understand women and how they're biologically hardwired to seek after the best partner, then you might have people at their whim. If you know these things, the bottom line is a man might have one thing but they don't have the other. A man might have great financial resources, but they don't realize that if they're leading with that, then she might just be using you for your money. They don't realize this. A lot of men get manipulated super easily by women. They don't know how to engage properly. But a man who has the resources and understands the game, he is a 0.01% type of man, because he has the resources to give an experience, and he also has the knowledge to know who's the best for them. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. There's a lot of guys who are suffering because they just don't understand some things when it comes to maybe female nature or something like that, and they're getting burned very badly. But you have to do your due diligence. You have to do your homework, because if she understands something and you don't understand something, she can manipulate you all she wants, and you never have a chance at grasping anything because you just don't understand it. If someone understands something but you don't understand it, they're probably willing to charge you a very high price for this knowledge, because this knowledge is rare to the masses. So in order to flip the script, you have to be the one who has the upper hand. And if you're talking about on online advertisement, you have to be the one who's behind the advertisement and getting a lot of clicks and purchases, then as opposed to the consumer who's buying the product. Because like I said, there's only two types of people: producers and consumers. The producers are the ones in the coal mine, and the times when people were digging for coal and gold and stuff. The people who were selling the shovels, they got rich because they had the resources that everyone else needed. This is just how you have to look at things. You have to be the person who has the supply of things, and you have to be the one who's quote unquote hosting the thing. Like if you're hosting a party, you're more likely to have status. You're probably more likely to get maybe the girls there or the people there and have very high social impact than someone who may be just invited to it. This is how you have to look at it. It can be serious and it cannot be serious. The bottom line is she's gonna want you more because since you're on semen retention, you're self-improving on a consistent basis. You're becoming the catch. You're becoming purposeful. You're becoming more attractive. You're becoming handsome. You're becoming the catch. You're becoming charismatic, and now you're becoming a man who attracts women just by itself. And now she wants. There's the fear of missing out. The hot commodity, the person that everyone seems to be getting along with is probably the person that she wants. So you have to make yourself this person, if that makes sense. And self-improvement is key to being able to do this. Self-improvement is key. Self-improvement is key, and knowing female nature and being charismatic and all these things. Now, if you want to learn more, I'm eventually going to put some sort of training to master yourself so you can attract women. Also, if you want to start making an income on the side that eventually may replace your full income, your main income, click on the link below. You enter your email. There's a training that gets sent to your email. I follow up with you via email, and if you actually want to earn, it's easy. There's a low cost to entry. You start learning and you start earning and you start changing your life one by one. This is how you can become the prize, because a man who has time and who has resources has the advantage in most cases. And with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe below. See you in the next video. Peace.